go, getting ready for the fourth game on this pad for the day here in Rink 4. We have the West Coast Angels on the home bench taking on New Tech Xtreme. New Tech is in white and red and yellow is your West Coast Angels. Let's get ready for period one. The West Coast Angels and the New Tech Xtreme are playing in the C division. This is still round robin here on day one of the Canadian Ball Hockey Association's national tournament here in Mississauga. Referees are ready. Let's drop the ball. West Coast Angels take advantage. New Tech's in the zone. Ball comes out. Ball's out again. Plays in the neutral zone, and the West Coast Angels take possession of the zone. Down in the corner, we got two guys fighting for possession of the ball, moving it along, but it's behind the net. West Coast passes out front. 78-6 takes the shot, and what a save by the New Tech goaltender. Faceoff is dropping inside the zone, close side to the boards here, down low. Referee's ready to drop the ball. Here we go. West Coast Angels win the draw. Back to the defense. Shot tipped into the mesh. Ball goes out on the West Coast Angels, meaning play will come just outside of the zone here, outside of the blue line. West Coast Angels win the draw. Back to the defenseman. Passes over. Looking for his lane. Cycles back down into their zone just below the blue line. D pass to D pass. Defensemen are looking. He finds his man just up at the far blue line. It's offside. New Tech breaks it out. Looking across the zone. Not quite there yet. New Tech takes possession. Passes to the man out front in the slot. Very close shot. Good save by the goaltender of the West Coast Angels. New Tech takes possession down in the corner. Angels get possession down low. Defense is looking for their pass out of the zone, and it's there. New Tech defense takes control, passes it up to the far blue line. They've got possession of the zone now. West Coast Angels pick it up. Defense takes it back low down into the corners, looking for their pass, finding the open lane here. Passes it up the middle, but New Tech takes it in. They've got zone once again. 16 on New Tech is coming, and he takes the shot, goes right off the goaltender's glove. New Tech down low, passes up high to the defenseman, number 15, just on top of the blue line. Banned on the shot. West Coast Angels take control, kept in by New Tech's 18 on the line. New Tech's playing with the ball just inside of the blue line here. We're just going to move it up. Remember, in ball hockey, we've got the floating blue line. Once you get possession, you get to play half the floor. West Coast Angels pass it out off the bench of the visitors, and we're going to have a whistle in front. The drop will be taken back to the far neutral zone dot on the bench's side. The Angels win the draw. Back to the defenseman, pass to pass, back to the defense. Take a look, wait it out, find their passing lane, slowly bringing it up to number 72 on the red line. 72 puts the cross-ring pass down to 91. 91's battling in the boards with 18 from New Tech. Back up to the Angels defenseman, right inside line. He takes the shot, and it's loose. New Tech takes goals at their own blue line, pushing it out. We're past the center red. No zone there yet. Angels take possession, looking back to go the other way. We've got zone here for the Angels. We're going. They're going to go for a line change as New Tech takes possession behind the net. Slow the game down, find their pass. Moving up outside of their zone at the center line. 23's chasing in, 93 on the Angels has got the ball. Defenseman looks to get it up the boards. New Tech keeps it in just inside of the red. Pass down low to the far corner, just misses 53 in front. New Tech's got the ball on the boards. Back up to his defenseman, number 12. Number 12 is going to play with it. Fakes the shot. Back down to the corner to 14. Looks to pass into the slot. Doesn't quite make it through. Angels come out of the zone. We've got a potential breakaway here, folks. And he scores! The West Coast Angels. They take the early lead here in their first game of the tournament. Scored by number 27. Mark Wilson comes in, breaks through the defense. He's got the speed. He goes in, takes that backhand, and we're going right upstairs with it. The West Coast Angels take an early 1-0 lead over the New Tech Xtreme. New Tech wins the draw. Back to their defenseman just inside their own blue line. Defense passes back. Take a look. We're going to go D to D pass here. Take a look. See, New Tech has got the ball. Passes up the middle to 71. Just gets it through. No icing on that play. West Coast Angels look to run it up on the boards out of their zone. Pass up the middle to 19. 19 takes the ball back. They've got possession. Angels number 12's down in the corner, taking a look. Back up to 89, just inside the blue line. Ball's behind the goal. Angels have possession, and we've got another goal from the Angels. It's 2-0. Wraps around the back of the net there, just comes by and squeezes it behind the goaltender's pads to make it a 2-0 game early here in the first period. It looks to be that number 12, Austin Rayburn, is our goal scorer on the play. Getting ready to drop at center as the West Coast Angels take that early 2-0 lead here in the first period. Face-offs at center, we're getting ready to drop. Players on the close boards here got a little too friendly and a little too inside the circle. Here we go. We're going to drop at center. And the Angels win the face-off. 89 passes it up to 98. They've got zone. Passing it back to 76, who's just inside the blue line with the shot. Goes wide. 78 passes it up into the slot. We've got pass out in front. Not enough to grab it. New Tech's running it out of the zone, just past the red line. No zone yet there for New Tech. Back up. Angels take the ball. They've got possession in the zone. 78 passes back to 52. 52 passes all the way back to the D at the red line. Big shot there from 88, and a great save there by the New Tech goaltender. Short shifts are what you're going to want to do to keep this long weekend going for you. Get the legs going. You don't want to tire out too quickly. There's a lot of running and a lot of weekend left here. New Tech takes possession off the faceoff down inside their own zone. Ball's chipped up off of the glass, going down. The Angels have possession of the ball just inside of their own zone. Turnover. New Tech, 91, big shot, just wide of the net. Angels have the ball behind their own net, looking to break it out. New Tech's right there with them, though. Back up the middle. Big shot from the defenseman on New Tech, right inside the red line. New Tech's got the ball down low, looks to pass it in the slot, just intercepted by the Angels. Oh, 88 from the Angels tries to get it out, but 18's New Tech's defenseman has got the save there, keeping it down low for New Tech in their zone. The Angels look to run it up the boards here, coming across over to center. We're past the red line, and the Angels have possession of the zone. 72 takes a shot, just high and wide there. New Tech's got possession of the ball. It's out. No icing on the play. It's a one-on-one battle down low in the Angels zone. Up the boards to number 72. Takes the pass. The pass is outside. Angels have zone, but New Tech's running in for the ball. They've got it chipped over to the defensive partner there. Passes up all the way through center. 71 is in. Scores! 71 for New Tech Xtreme. Breaks in and puts it just over the goaltender's shoulder to put them on the boards. It's a 2-1 game. New Tech's on the board with a nice breakaway goal, similar to the last goal, or the first goal we saw there from the Angels. It's a 2-1 game here, and we're almost halfway into the first period. We're going to redo that face-off here. 19 on the Angels is going to be tossed out, and we've got 27 coming in to take the face-off. Angels win the draw back to the defenseman, number 93. Down in front of their own bench, looking to make a play. New Tech's in on them, though. Just outside, New Tech's got the ball. New Tech gains possession, back into the zone, takes the shot, blocked. Angels defenseman passes it up the boards just past the blue line, but New Tech's battling there to keep the ball in. They've got it. 71 with the big shot. It's loose. 74 is down low, back up to defenseman number 12 for New Tech. Big shot from the D, up and high off the glass. Angels look to take possession. New Tech keeps it in. We've got a ball out of play here. Drop's going to come right in front of the home team's bench, and that is your West Coast Angels from British Columbia. No zone here on the play. Zone is out. West Coast Angels take control. They pass it up just outside of their own red line. New Tech takes it into their zone just inside the blue line. Defense is going to play with it. We're moving it up the floor. Dumps it in all the way. No icing on the goal. West Coast Angels take it behind their net. Defenseman number 8 is going to take a look. Passing it up the boards. And the Angels take it out of their zone and head down the floor. We've got number 76 coming in. Oh, just wide. He goes for the backhand and just had no time left there. New Tech looks to break out of their own zone. Number 91's carrying up. Passes to 16. We're going for an icing call here. Didn't quite get the touch from 16 on New Tech past the red line. Players will head back down inside the zone for that icing call inside of the New Tech Xtreme zone. West Coast Angels look to see if they can get more action here. It's always good when you see the players and the referee having good rapport together on the floor. West Coast Angels win the draw. Back to the defense with number 6 shot. Hard and wide. New Tech takes control of the ball, chips it up the boards, not enough. The Angels still take control. Number 6 up high on the red line. Passing it down along the boards. We've still got control. Number 98 just loses the ball. The New Tech take over. Up the ice, up the floor they go. New Tech still looking to take possession of the zone, playing just outside the red line, chips it in. Still no zone here. 44 passes and now we got zone. 23 comes in with the shot. He scores! Number 23 from 44 on New Tech. Clean shot. You love to see those kind of goals. Walk in, top of the hash marks. Snipe just goes past. We've got a tied game here at 2-2 with about 7 minutes left in the first period. You're much better than me. How you're doing? I was listening. Maybe numbers are not right. I gotta find out who did not put their sheets in right. So I've just been going off the numbers from the first.
Alrighty, we will say thank you to Caitlin there, who took over for play-by-play duties for a little bit. I'm Alan Kevion, was just over on rink number 3, calling some D-Division action, a lot of action, so heavy action so far in this tournament. And like she mentioned there, an absolute snipe, and we have ourselves a tied hockey game here with 6:40 left to go in the first period between the New T Xtreme and West Coast Angels. Now we'll have a face-off to the left of the netminder of the West Coast Angels, and now the face-off will be won by the Angels, and now it's a 3-on-2 going the other way. They gain the line. Very high-paced action so far here in this game. Live from rink number 4 in the Here comes a rush opportunity for the Xtreme, and that one was steered aside, and now the Xtreme trying to recover. There's a shot. It goes wide, and it's recovered, though, by the Angels. Goes around the boards now. It'll be picked up by the Angels, chipped up along the boards. Now there's a pass up into the neutral zone, a 1-on-2. Now it's a 1-on-1. Here comes a shot and a nice blocker save from the netminder. Not out of the woods just yet. The Angels trying to get a centering feed going across. It doesn't go, so that'll go back to the high point. Played down low. Angels coming out with it. A little bit of body on body going on. They still come out. Now the Angels completing a change. They get it done, and now in comes with some high speed. A little bit of a tangle up, and now a high circle. There's a shot. It won't get anywhere, and now the Xtreme will recover, and there is a delayed penalty on the play, and it will go against the Xtreme. And it'll be 2 for interference. So 2 minutes for interference is the call. The Xtreme will go to the penalty kill here with 4:49 left to go in the first period. It's a 2-2 ball hockey game live here from the Paramount Fine Foods Center here in Mississauga, Ontario for the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championships. You're watching live action in the men's C division from rink number 4. Angels have possession of the ball now in the high slot. They'll work their way back down low as they inch closer, looking for a one-time opportunity. They score! And just like that, the lead for the West Coast Angels has been restored. Power play goal for them. And it's a 3-2 hockey game. Gotta like that ball movement. You saw the good patience there from the Angels, managing to not rush anything, and then seeing that there was an open man in the high slot for that one-timer opportunity. Teed up to perfection, and like mentioned, that lead for the Angels restored. And doesn't look like they're done just yet trying to regain that 2-goal lead. There's a battle for it in the neutral zone. It'll work its way out. Laid back in, they get the line, and back on the attack go the Angels. Angels coming in, centering opportunity, it doesn't go. Little body on body action there. It'll slowly work its way up the boards. Angels still have possession. There's a shot, good block there. Still loose though, picked up by the Xtreme, and now they'll look to settle things down and maybe find their way out of their own end, as they have been hemmed in for the last couple of minutes now. Xtreme finally have their way out. Numbers aren't in their favor. It's a 1-on-3, but managed to get through. Now their teammate is joining with them, and it'll go down to the corner. Turned right back over, though, in possession of the Angels. Angels, nice pass up the middle. It's tipped, so no flooring will be called, and it's a 1-on-2. 1-on-1 down low in the corner. Pretty heavy physical battle. No call coming up on the play, and it looks like things are still getting physical. I have to wonder if they might call something now, as there's more contact happening, but there will be no call, and we play on. 2 Xtreme players get tangled up. Angels are still in. Here comes a shot, and it's tipped off the body and off the netminder. Now up come the Xtreme the other way. Zone has been gained. 2:50 left in this first period. 5 goals have already been scored in this period. So far, it's 3-2 in favor of the home team, which in this case are the West Coast Angels, rocking the red and stripes and taking on the new T Xtreme from Ontario, wearing the white, black, and red colors. As we get a stoppage of play here, and we'll have a face-off to the right of the West Coast Angels netminder. Which the West Coast Angels netminder is number 29, Chris Harris. Harris tested there, and he'll use his blocker to send that one out of play, and we'll have another face-off. They'll do it again. Face-off won by the Angels. It'll be ripped around the boards, and it'll be stopped and sent right back in. Oh, look out, the deflection there almost had Harris fooled. Close but no cigar is the saying. Now play goes back into the extreme end. Fired back up into the neutral zone. They'll look to break back in and catch the Angels on their heels. That won't happen. A little bit of back and forth action here in the neutral zone. Xtreme settling the play down, looking for an option. They find one. They finally gain the line. No shot yet. No, there it comes, and an absolute blast. That goes completely wide of the goal. Harris barely had to move there. Here comes the centering opportunity, though. Tangled up in front on a battle. A little bit of pushing and shoving in front of the net. There's a centering pass opportunity. That doesn't go, and now it's a 2-on-2 going the other way. Make that a 1-on-2. Trying to split the D, but that didn't work. Xtreme making a change. Now the change is complete. Angels now making a change as well. Lots of work on the body up along the boards. The Angels will regain possession back behind their goal line. Ball sent back up to the neutral zone, sent across. And once again, the Xtreme will shop for options. They found one. Now can they get it in? They do. It's onside. Flooring waved off. West Coast Angels back with possession. 1 minute left in this opening frame. It's a 3-2 ball hockey game in favor of the West Coast Angels, who recently broke the tie about a minute and a half ago. There's a shot on, and it'll be stopped by Harris with a kick move. Xtreme maybe trying to tie this thing up before time expires on the clock, but you got to have ball possession to do that. West Coast Angels now sending it up the floor. It'll be tipped. That'll negate the flooring. Now it's a foot race to the corner, and pretty even result, but the Angels will gain possession now. 13 left up on the clock. And the Xtreme just trying to kill the clock, but it didn't work out. Now look out, it's loose in front, and had to be aware there of what was going on, and that one will be smothered up, and we will get a whistle with 6.4 left on the clock. Xtreme will win that draw. 4 seconds left, and they'll send that one down, and that will do it for the first period. A pretty eventful one. A combined 5 goals scored in this opening frame between the West Coast Angels and the new T Xtreme. So 3-2 is where we're at after 15 minutes of play. We'll be back in a few moments with second period action. You're watching live from rink number 4 inside the Paramount Fine Food Center here in Mississauga, Ontario for the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championships. Well, that was an eventful first period. Second period set to get underway. Both goalies are back in their respective creases. 3-2 game between the West Coast Angels and the New T Xtreme. New T Xtreme out of Ontario, and the West Coast Angels, well, pretty self-explanatory from the West Coast. And we'll get a icing call here in the opening seconds of this second period. Tuning in live from rink number 4 in the Paramount Fine Foods Center in Mississauga, Ontario for the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championships. You're watching some men's C division action. And the way this game has gone so far, you'd think this was a caliber up considering the pace that they've had so far in the opening 15 minutes of this hockey game. Now the Angels have possession. They stay onside. It's a 1-on-2. Here comes the trailer. There's a shot! And somehow that stays out. What an absolutely insane save from the goaltender there. That was Matt DiCarlo standing on his head and sending that one wide. That or it hit the post, but regardless, it did not go in. I'm told by a computer technician. I was trying to find a cool name for his job title. I'm going with computer technician. Sounds about right. It hit the post. So, you know what they say for goaltenders. Hug your posts. Thank them. Buy them dinner. Do something. It's your best friend. So it's still a 1-goal hockey game off of what was a great rush, great patience too from the Angels ball carrier, waiting for the trailer to come in. The trailer did come in, and then bing, it goes off the post. I don't know why I made the sound. I didn't hear the sound. It just looked like it was a nice save. And we got a stoppage of play here, either on a high stick or a hand pass on the zone exit. So we'll have a face-off to the right of the West Coast Angels netminder, which is Chris Harris, sporting the number 29 in this tournament. Those of you just tuning in, the West Coast Angels are in the red striped jerseys, and the Xtreme are in the white, black, and red. Ball will exit out of the Angels zone momentarily. That'll hit off a foot. Xtreme trying to get a line change going, and they do. West Coast, though, coming down with numbers the other way. It'll be steered aside. And we'll get another face-off here as we get another stoppage of play. Now the Xtreme look to try to get something going here at the Angels blue line. They penetrate the D, and it hits off the glove, and it'll land on top of the net and knocked back into play. So the play will, in fact, continue. Face-off will be won there by the West Coast Angels. And look out, almost friendly fire there, and the post momentarily knocked off. Angels are onside. Now there was a chance. Holds up, pass down low. DiCarlo way out of the position there, but now he's back squared to the ball. Play now at the high point. Here comes a shot, tipped in front. Oh, and it almost deflects in. What a chance that was for the West Coast Angels to regain that 2-goal lead, but it gets denied, and now they come back the other way. The Xtreme with it. No numbers, and there's going to be a penalty there on the play as the Xtreme player was sent into the net, but that's not actually the call. Instead, they will call a minor penalty for slashing. Kind of concerned there a little bit for Chris Harris at the same time. He almost ate the crossbar in the back of the head, but he didn't, so that's good. Alex Dirksen is getting the gate here. It is, in fact, a stick infraction, therefore it will be a double minor. So a lengthy power play opportunity here for the Xtreme. Here's a shot from the point, and that one gets blocked. And they'll try that one more time. Another shot. No, this time they'll elect to pass it down low. No, there's a shot. Hits the netting. The wrong mesh the wrong mesh rather you want to be hitting at this point. If you're the Xtreme, as the Xtreme are down by 1. But if you want to know how my day's been going, you could be down by 3 and you still technically wouldn't be out of the game. Over in the D division, some high intense action going on in the first 2 games I called earlier. First game ended with a final score of 5-4, and the second one 4-4. And the one that ended 4-4, the team that ended up tying the game up was actually down by 3 at some point into the game. So yeah, 1-goal lead is nothing at this point. So the Xtreme definitely not out of this one just yet. There's a little bit of a shove from the back end. No call. The West Coast Angels wanting a call. There's a shot off of Harris's chest and bounces right back out. Nice save there from Harris, and the Xtreme still have possession. 3:10 left to go in the power play for the Xtreme. There's a fake shot. Now it's taken shot, and it goes wide. Or rather off of Harris's pad, then steered wide. Got to clear it here if you're the Angels, and they do. Now you got to figure they're going to go for a line change, and they will. DiCarlo plays it up to his man up at his own blue line. It'll be onside. Now they'll gain the line, but they'll lose possession momentarily. Can they recover? They will. Now you can have a setup. Decide not to rush. Here comes a big shot. Oh, nice block. That one's got to sting a little bit depending on where that one hit. Back into the corner it goes. 2.5 left in the man advantage for the Xtreme, who play out of Ontario. And play will be blown dead. Don't think there's any call on the play. No, there isn't. It's just a whistle. So we'll have a face-off coming. 11:02 in the second period. 3-2 ball hockey game in favor of the West Coast Angels. As Sweet Caroline starts to chime through this magnificent rink number 4, that is, here in the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga, Ontario, for the 2023 Men's C Division National Ball Hockey Championships. In Canada. Might as well throw that in there. It's in Canada, but we know it's obvious. National competition, best on best. Only one province representative will be left standing, if you will. And we got another penalty on the play, so there was a call. So now it's going to be a 5-on-3 man advantage for the next 2 minutes and 25 seconds. If you're the new T-Xtreme, this is the time to tie this game up and even potentially take the lead. There's a shot from the point, whistles just wide, and that one was close. Harris recollects himself after that big howitzer. Here it comes again. Shot squared on, and Harris stands tall once again. And Harris doing a good job of keeping that 1-goal cushion alive for his West Coast Angels. Now it'll go back to the blue line. Walking in, teeing up, shot, and it hits off of Harris's glove and goes back to the corner. And the penalty box is liking that one as you hear stick taps along the glass. Back to the high point now. Down low, top of the circle. No shot yet. There it is, and it's sent on, but it's blocked, and this time they will clear. And now we might get a new group of attackers from the West Coast Angels. Meanwhile, now the Xtreme trying to press here, or recover the ball rather. They do. A little bit of a hack there on a stick, no call. Player asking the official what she's watching, and that answer would be a hockey game. There's a shot, teed up, tipped in front. Harris tracked it down and cleared out. Another good quality chance there for the Xtreme. 32 left in the first penalty, 55 left in the second, still a 5-on-3. Here comes the Xtreme, another shot, and Harris gobbles that one up. Harris has had to stand on his head so far in this man advantage for the Xtreme, and he has done just that, keeping that 1-goal lead intact for his West Coast Angels. There's another shot coming in from the point. Doesn't go nowhere near Harris this time. Angels will get the clear, and time is about 10 seconds away from expiring in the first penalty that was called, and it'll be a 5-on-4 for approximately just a little over 25 seconds. Actually, never mind, my math was actually pretty good. It's a total of 25 seconds. Wow, that's pretty good. You rarely see that. A broadcaster good at math. Trust me, we chose this profession because that is the last thing we are good at is mathematics. 13 left now on the power play for the Xtreme. Harris has stood on his head for the Angels. Still 3-2 at the moment, but hold that thought. There comes a shot from the point. It hits off a body in front, back in front. There's a shot, side of the net. No, it doesn't go. And the power play is over. The West Coast Angels survive the onslaught from the Xtreme, and this game is still a 1-goal game. Hats off to Harris there. If the West Coast Angels win tonight, I think his teammates might have to buy him dinner. Pass played up the floor rather. Cat got my tongue there. It's okay. Got it back. Here come the Angels now. It's a 2-on-0. Fake shot off the side of the pad. Trigger was pulled, and it seemed like it might have gone out of play, but officials didn't call it dead, so we play on. There's a shot, long range, hits off the glove of DiCarlo. And the Xtreme survive that quick wave from the Angels, but they're not out of the woods yet. Nice feed across, tic-tac-toe opportunity. It doesn't go. It's picked off by the defense. Good back check there from the Xtreme forward. Settled back down now. Angels aren't done yet. Top of the circle. Shot fired, and it'll be stopped by DiCarlo. Into the corner now. Got a little bit of battle going on. Angels trying to gain control. Referee communicating to take it easy on the battle along the boards. They did just that. No, nothing needs to be called there. There's a shot from a weird angle, and it'll be steered aside by DiCarlo. Rang around the boards. There's a foot race for it. Stays onside. Angels still have it. Back down to the corner. Quick centering tip attempt does not go. Back to the point. Here comes a shot. Through traffic, and it goes wide. Trying to get a shot from the slide, a little bit of stumble. Calm, cool, and collective is the way it goes. Here comes a shot from the slide, blocked, and back down into the corner. Much better possession for the West Coast Angels, but the Xtreme managed to fend off the attack, and now they'll be able to go for a change. Angels, though, playing up high. Got to watch for that quick stretch on that line change. Xtreme are able to get the man back. It's a 4-on-3 though for now. Back into the corner. Trying to go back up to the point. It does it stay in? Oh, and it just stays onside. Nice slot pass. There's a screen in front. DiCarlo can't see it. There's a shot teed off. DiCarlo had no idea where it was, but it hits off of one of his defender's sticks. There's another shot. DiCarlo sees that one and will glove that one down and get a whistle with 6:04 remaining here in the second period. 3-2 ball hockey game between the West Coast Angels and New T Xtreme. Little jumpy there off of that draw, so we'll do it all again. still don't like the way that was done, so now we'll try it again. Will third time be the charm? Indeed, it will. Play resumes now. Xtreme worked their way up the floor pretty fast, but that's shut down pretty quickly by the West Coast Angels defender, and now they have a cross-ice opportunity, and it's shot across. Look out, the post is there. Cross-feed opportunity. Nice block, though, by the defender. Play stays alive in the corner. And will be sent down. Is that on net? It indeed will be. Icing waved off. Good back checking from the Angels to put some pressure on the ball carrier, but now it'll find its way up across. Delayed offside, they have to clear. Now here's a stretch pass. In come the Angels, shooting! And that will go up and over the net. Now the Xtreme have a chance to turn it back up the floor. They will. Can they get possession? No, nice sliding play by the defender. They stay onside now. Cross floor pass. Here comes a shot. Nice block by the defender. What a shift this is from both teams. Centering in front. DiCarlo doesn't know what it is. Now he finds it and he will get back up. Centering attempt doesn't go. Ball recovered by the Angels in the neutral zone. Now they turn back and wait. They stay onside. They go back in. Xtreme get the ball right back though, however. Now it's a battle for it, and they'll elect to do the safe move and send it to the corner that has less traffic. What a thing to say though here in Mississauga, Ontario. Less traffic. That's one thing you'll never hear. Traffic is awful. Awful. And I'm sure for those of you who are from the bigger provinces or bigger cities around Canada, you can go, yeah, we've heard that before. Yeah, well, that about summarizes Mississauga. You want to know where Paramount Fine Foods Center is in Mississauga, Ontario? Look it up. Lots of big highways right next door. Anyways, I'm tired of talking about traffic. We got a nice hockey game here going on, so we're going to get back to that. 3:47 left to go in the second period. Much more tightly contested hockey game in this second compared to the first. Combined 5 goals were scored in the opening frame. None have yet to be scored in this one. Both teams have tightened it up defensively a little bit, but at the same time, both teams having a good amount of fair share of their chances, scoring chances that is. And there's a pretty obvious slashing penalty that'll be called there on the Xtreme. So now the West Coast Angels will get a 4-minute power play coming up. And play is blown dead. So number 44 will head to the box. Good power play opportunity here for the West Coast Angels. They have a chance now to expand their lead. Angels win the draw. And they'll start their ball movement around. There's a shot from the point, and DiCarlo saw that one all the way, so we'll get a whistle and a stoppage of play. Angels win the draw once again and have control. They like to use the high portion of the slot. Rather, the high portion of the zone. And now there was a centering attempt there, but it was steered aside. This period rather flying by pretty quickly. 2:28 left to go. 3:16 left on the penalty. That was a slashing call. Angels gain the zone. They're going to walk in now. There's a shot. Pad save by DiCarlo. Cross feed wide, and it doesn't go. There's another shot, rebound, and it goes wide, but there was a dangerous chance there for the Angels. Back to the high point now. Big battle going on in front in the crease, or outside rather. Here comes a shot, waits. That was taken and blocked. There's another one, and it's blocked again. Xtreme doing a good job this game to get a body out in front. There's a little tumble down in the corner. No call on the play. Ball played back across. Back down low. DeCarlo can see it. There's a shot! And they score. The West Coast Angels were looking for the one-timer a couple of times on that power play, and they found it, and now they've restored their 2-goal lead with 1:41 left in the second period. Not much there that DeCarlo could have done to stop that one. It was a perfectly executed passing play from the West Coast Angels. They were looking for the one-timer a few times down low to the circle because they knew that the Xtreme knew that they were going to be looking for that high shot from the point, so they decided to move the bar a little lower down low near the bottom of the circle, and they found their man and made it a 4-2 ball hockey game as the second period is getting closer to expiring. And we almost have one more to go. There's a high shot, and Harris had to look for that one, but he steered it aside, and now the Angels have possession once again. Got to get it out, though. They don't. Good job there to hold that one in. Angels trying to work it up, and they do, but they still don't get it out. Down to the final minute now of this second period. Shot sent towards the net, nothing going. Angels bench wanting a call there. They won't get it. They're offside, so they have to clear, and now it'll be sent down the floor, and we're going to get an icing call with 39 seconds left on the clock. Two goals coming in one coming earlier on in the second period and one late in this frame, and the West Coast Angels once again with a 2-goal lead. Face-off one there by the Angels, trying to get something going, and it trickles by DeCarlo, but it doesn't go. It'll go wide. 30 now on the clock. Race forward in the corner. That'll be won by the Xtreme, and now they have somewhat of numbers going up the floor, but instead it'll be turned back, and they stay onside. Ball picked up in the corner by the Xtreme, and that one gets airmailed in the Angels bench. I guess you could say they sent it to heaven when the Angels... whatever, I don't like wordplay that much either. 16 left on the clock, second period here. Angels win that draw a little too well, and it'll be right back out. 10 left on the clock. Can they get one more chance? It doesn't seem like they will. The clock will run out. And that'll do it for period number 2. 2 goals coming up for the West Coast Angels. 2-goal game has been restored. One more period to go here in the Paramount Fine Food Center. Rink number 4 for men's C Division action. You're tuned in live from the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championship. and final period between these two teams. 4-2 is the score for the West Coast Angels taking on the new Xtreme from Ontario. The Angels capitalized on their power play opportunities in the second period, and their goaltender stood on his head. That's Chris Harris, who made some very good quality saves in the second period to keep his team in the game and deny any Xtreme opportunities. A lot of body work there along the boards. No call. Play will carry on. And there will be no flooring call. Look out! This game is not short of any physical play, and you can bet that it's going to ramp up in this one. Angels now have control of the ball down low. There's a tumble along the boards. Managed to keep control, though. Wonder how that happened. That's called blowing a tire right there. And DiCarlo will glove that one down and get a whistle here in the early goings of this third and final period. There's a collision there in the neutral zone, and that one looks like it hurt, and they're going to blow that one dead. It looks like it could be a lower body type issue. Could be I'm not going to speculate. Could go as far as from the hip to the ankle. Guess as good as mine. Hopefully he's all right, though. That was a unintentional collision in the neutral zone, and it looks like it is indeed an ankle. See if it's just one of those where you tweak it a little bit and you can come back on in a few shifts. It looks like the steps are already getting better, though, as he's going towards the bench. So that is very good to see here as we are live day one of the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championship from the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga, Ontario. Draw one by the Angels. They'll look to gain entry into the zone. They do. Good job there by number 19 to stay on side. That was Dimitros Petropoulos. If I butchered that, I am so sorry. A for effort, right? Right? Face off one there by the Xtreme. Can they chip it out of the zone? They don't. Good job there by the Angels to keep it in. Can they get a shot off? They do, and it'll be tipped and down low into the corner. Back into the zone now. Here comes a shot. That'll be smothered by DiCarlo, and we'll get another face off. Officials didn't like that draw, so we'll do it all over again in the same spot. There's a shot from the point that will hit something and find its way into the corner. Look out, that one will ricochet off the glass and the end boards and find its way back into the low slot area. Angels like to work from the high slot, and they'll do just that, but send it to the corner, but nobody's home, so now they'll have to try to regain possession. Good ball control in the corner. Sent up, chipped up. Now the Xtreme, here comes a rush. Can they cut across? No, they won't. They do have a couple guys there for some support. Big battle along the boards, and it's won by the Angels. And back up they come. And back down the ball goes. Now it'll be the Xtreme with some offensive zone time. That ball will find its way around the end boards. Back up, look how there's a line change taking place. 3-on-3. They're onside. Here comes a shot, more of a shot pass. Almost succeeded. There's another shot blocked in front. And now trying to go for a stretch pass with the Xtreme, but it didn't work. Now they're in the caught of the mix of a line change. And it's an unintentional line change on the icing attempt. Therefore, it will be called, and we will have a draw in the West Coast Angels end to the right of Chris Harris. Big face-off win there from the Xtreme. Number 44, who seemed to have tweaked his ankle earlier on in this third period, is back on the court, the floor, whatever you want to call it. It'll be called anything but ice, I guess, at this point. So that is very good to see, but now here's a 3-on-2 going the other way for the Angels. There's a shot through traffic, and it hits off the back heel, and it goes wide. Up to the high point now. Angels still have control. They have a screen in front. There's going to be a delayed penalty coming up on the play against the Xtreme. Ball gets centered and played. And number 58 for the Xtreme will go to the sin bin for 2 minutes for interference. So a big power play opportunity here for the West Coast Angels as they have a chance to go up 3 now with the man advantage. Their power play has worked in this game. They did manage to score 1 in the second period thanks to a cross feed one-timer pass. The ball is loose, trickled through DiCarlo and put in to the back of the net, and just like that, it's a 3-goal lead for the West Coast Angels, who are in the driver's seat now for this one. Face-off won by the Xtreme. There's still over 10 minutes to go in this third and final period, so plenty of time to come back in this one and battle back. The question is, can they do it? There's a shot on Harris, and he'll steer that aside. Big battle down low in the corner. Xtreme still have possession. Here comes a shot from the point, and Harris swallows that one up. That one had some heat on it, but not enough that Harris couldn't handle. Xtreme get the ball back at the blue line. Trying to get a way into the middle, and they do, but can he get through completely? They won't. But they still have possession. Here comes a shot, and that hit off a body, and another shot, and that one will go down to the corner. Ball played across. There's another shot. Spinning and firing was number 23 there for the Xtreme, but Harris once again ready and up to the challenge. Got to keep that in the zone. They do. There's a man across in the high slot, unattended to. They'll send it up to the high slot. Now stick gets tied up. West Coast Angels wanting a hooking call. They won't get it. Xtreme get the ball right back. And now the Angels will settle things down behind their own goal. Played back up the ice, chipped back up the boards. It's coming right back. They are onside. Can the Xtreme do something here? Sent across, nothing happening. The Xtreme are looking to recover. They will. They elect not to go to the high point. Now they do. Here comes a shot, tipped in front, but just wide of the goal. And now the Angels trying to turn it back up. They do. They're onside, and there will be no icing called. Played back to the far corner. Tried to center that in front. That doesn't go. Now the Xtreme have possession again. Onside. Can they get something across here or a shot? Holds shooting, and that goes into the corner. Now that'll be fired on to DiCarlo, and didn't like what he saw there as Angels player was coming right at him, so we will get a stoppage of play and another face-off to the right of DiCarlo. Face-off won by the Angels. Puck, rather the ball, will go down to the corner. Back out it goes. Not far enough though, they're still onside. That'll be ripped around the boards. Picked back up by an Angels player. Sent in front. What are you going to do? You can't kick the ball into the net. They wanted a call, but not really anything there to call. It just looks like pieces of equipment were tangled up and nothing was called. So it's still 5-on-5 action, and it's still a 5-2 hockey game here with 7:29 left remaining in the third and final period. No extra frames just yet, as this is still a round robin action. Face-off won there by the Angels. Thrown on DiCarlo. Nothing happening now. A little bit of hacking going on, and not sure why anything would be stirring up here, as it's been a pretty quiet game in terms of. There's a good job here by the official. He's going to grab two guys, and they'll go off for two each for roughing. I think it's the right call. I think that's how you keep control of the game. Instead of just putting the team down and giving someone the advantage, send them both. So 5-on-5 action. Here comes a scoring opportunity. Across in front. Backhander. Split save. Another save. Wow. What a sequence that was. And the West Coast Angels score a goal. But how about those two back-to-back saves from DiCarlo? Stretched out. Makes the pad save. Ball hops up. Gets the blocker on it. But then you want to talk about another great play. How about that hand-eye coordination to bat that one and keep it below the crossbar? That takes skill on both ends there, but unfortunately for DiCarlo, that one finds the back of the net, and it's a 4-goal game now. And the West Coast Angels in full control of this one. As play was called onside. Now the Xtreme have numbers. 3-on-2. Drop pass. Can't really be handled, but it stays in regardless. Now it'll find its way down to the corner, back in Angels' possession. There's a little tap on the hand. The glove came falling off. No call on the play, and we continue. Here comes a slap shot. Watch that hand. That one was loose. And yeah, how about you put your glove back on? And now there's a little bit of extracurricular things going on in front of that. Not too much. Just a little reminder of presence, if you will. Face-off there was won by the Xtreme, and now there's a bad turnover in the neutral zone. Here come the Angels, a little hack and tap, no call, and what a save by DiCarlo there. He's had to be good in this period, and he has been. Can't really fault him for that 6th goal by the Angels. He did everything, literally everything he could have done there to try to prevent the goal, and it's just a matter of really good hand-eye coordination from the Angels. Icing waved off. There's a sending pass in front. Does not go. Now it'll be flipped up. Still in Angels' possession. They're onside. Back in they come. Cross pass. High slot. No shot just yet. You got to figure one might be coming soon. Walked in. Trying to go for a centering pass, and that didn't go. And that one doesn't go off of anybody, so we'll get an icing call. We'll get a face-off in the Xtreme zone. Face-off there won by the Angels. They'll keep possession, looking for an option. There's a shot. Nice blocker saved by DiCarlo. Square to the puck. Here comes a rebound, and it stays out and will hit the side of the net. Back down low. Now it'll go up high. Almost a 2-on-1 opportunity there for the Xtreme. Does not go. Here comes a shot, and that'll whistle way out of play. And we'll get another face-off. Whether it stays in or not will be determined in a few moments, and it will go out. It didn't hit off of anyone on the Xtreme, so it will go just outside and in the neutral zone. 5 minutes left to go in period number 3, third and final period. 6-2 ball hockey game in favor of the West Coast Angels, who are repping the red and stripes, and the new T Xtreme in white, black, and red. Ball will be worked back down low. They're trying to keep it down low, and they did just that. But now here's an outlet pass. Is that going to hit? And can't quite get there, and it does not hit Chris Harris on the way down. So we'll have an icing call and another face-off in the Xtreme zone. Face-off won there by the Xtreme. Looking for a call. Heads up. Another blast from the blue line, and it finds Twine, and now it's 7-2 for the West Coast Angels, and this game can officially be put to bed. I just got the dirty look from the rest of my broadcast career. You can't put it to bed yet. I don't know. Listen, you're asking for almost a goal a minute here. There's a tip in front. And a little bit of a shove after the whistle, but it's 7-2. I don't think anyone really needs to get into anything extra now. It's also day one. Only day one. Lots of hockey left to be played. Lots of lessons to be learned, if you will. For those of you who are Leafs fans and heard the word lesson too often, I'm sorry. There's a shot. And some extra stuff afterwards. And off of that goal, we'll get a penalty. So the Angels get another one up on the board, 8th of the game. Number 19 will go to the box. For what and for how long? I'm assuming it... could be for roughing it is. It looks like it's double wide. We'll find out. We'll see what we get from the PA announcers here. I also find it funny how 19 was running around for the majority of the game and then gets into extracurricular stuff and then had to be saved by his teammate. Ran to the box pretty quickly. So we're still getting stuff sorted out here, trying to figure out what the calls are exactly. It looks like someone is going to go to the box. As we wait for the official announcement. So it's a 2. If it's being served by someone else, I'm assuming it's a 2 and a 10. No, they got 2 guys going to the... Okay, so 4 minutes total up on the board right now. 2 penalties each, so it looks like it's just both minors. And we got some 5-on-3 action for the next couple of minutes. 8-2 in favor of the West Coast Angels, taking on the new T Xtreme from Ontario. The game was within reach for both teams at one point, and then the Angels just took off and kept piling up the goals. And meanwhile, Chris Harris, goaltender for the Angels, did a really good job of standing on his head throughout the game so far. With 3:13 left remaining in the third and final period. There's a shot, and that'll be blocked. That one's got to sting a little bit. Xtreme trying to see if they can at least maybe get 1 or 2 before the end of this one. 55 seconds left in the man advantage for the Xtreme. Both players will come out at the same time. There's a fan shot. There's another one, though. Right at Harris, and he will handle that one accordingly. And we get another stoppage of play. Face-off won by the Xtreme. Thought about the shot, doesn't take it. Now it'll go for a shot, and it'll hit off the side of the post. And a battle will ensue in the corner. Pretty physical one. Not much going on. Back to the point. 20 seconds left on the man advantage. Good ball movement from the Xtreme. There's a chance for a shot. Where's it going? Off of the elbow, and Harris was squared to that one and was able to see that one with ease. As there's 14 seconds left on the man advantage. Angels will send that one down. And that will do it for the man advantage. Both men in the penalty box ready to step out, and here they come. Both are out, and both will go back onto the bench. And we're back to 5-on-5 action here with under 2 to go. There's a shot, and it's shot just wide. Back into the corner, Xtreme side possession. There's a centering opportunity. There's a shot. And it won't get through to Harris, and now it's a 3-on-1 the other way. Good back check though from the Xtreme. The flip pass does connect, but it can't get put over to Carlo. 6-goal lead for the West Coast Angels. And there's another shot, stopped by DeCarlo, loose. They score. 9-2 for the West Coast Angels. A statement game for them. 7-goal lead, 1:22 left in the third period. Tough one for the Xtreme. But again, only day one. Lots of ball hockey left. And since it's a 7-goal lead, via mercy rule, the West Coast Angels will take this one. What started off as a close and tightly contested ball hockey game will end in a 7-goal spread victory for the Angels over the new T Xtreme. A tough one there for the Xtreme. Good job though by DeCarlo. Made some pretty huge saves despite the loss. You got to give him credit there. He stood on his head. And then at the other end, Chris Harris, all credit to him, also standing on his head for this one. And then the Angels just did not look back. More men's C Division ball hockey action coming to you in moments, live from rink number 4 inside the Paramount Fine Food Center in Mississauga, Ontario for the 2023 National Ball Hockey Championships.